Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Okay, not to worry, we are not doing collage today. We've been doing a lot of collage lately. We are going to work with some pages out of the phone book though, and I am going to make one of these little guys. Now, I made these a while back, there is a video on them somewhere, but I am making one as a gift for somebody. So I'm going to use phone book pages and yeah, I'm going to fill it full of Polaroids of their visit. So that's the idea. I think these will make nice backgrounds for some little Polaroid pictures. So let's get to making a small album. I should be able to get 2 pages, I think, out of each one of these pages. And maybe some brown paper bag and whatnot, and then we'll think about what we're going to do for a cover. Okay, I am basically going to use this old shopping bag paper to just cover the text up on this side of the page. Give us a blank space. That way, if they would like, they can write something about the photographs or their trip or whatever they would like to do. Or stick more photographs if they want, but at least there will be some writing space if they require it. So that's the idea. I'm going to go through and do every single one of these pages the same way. I'm just giving these a quick fold over my ruler just to get the pages all the same size so that I can stick down these sides, and then we're done making the pages and we can continue on to getting them stuck together into a little tab book. Okay, I'm going to take a few moments to think about what I would like to use for a cover. I'm not entirely sure yet. Maybe some of these, but they're not quite big enough, so we'll have to extend them further. I have here a couple of pieces of very sturdy cardboard box, and watch the way that peels. How good was that? Very, very satisfying that was. So I'm going to use that to build the cover with, and probably some of that confetti paper to place on top as a bit of a decorative element. This is pretty boring. I'm actually suddenly deciding I'm going to see if I can pull some of this backing paper off and expose the corrugations. And as it turns out, this peels off almost as nicely as the front cover did. So yeah, I'm I'm really stoked with this piece of cardboard, and I'll keep those pieces as well. So yeah, nothing gets wasted, as you know. Look at that, just delicious. The small things amuse small minds, so they say. Anyway, I'm amused. Okay, I am going to basically make the covers out of these, and yeah, I will put some of that confetti paper on it, and who knows what else, but yeah, we'll just follow our nose, shall we? Okay, here is some rust-dyed cloth, and this is what I'm going to use to make my tabs. So I have, like I said earlier, made tab-bound books here before. I'll try and link a video down below in the description, but you'll see me do it now. So I'm not sure you need to go and look at that bar. You can. You sure can. I would appreciate it. Anyway, I am going to just tear this into strips. I will cut those strips into small strips and use those to bind this little book. There's no point me trying to explain it. It's probably just better to watch it. I will be putting 2 tabs on one page, 1 tab on the next page, and gluing each page to the page behind it. So anyway, you'll see. Sounds terribly confusing when I try to explain it, but it's a very simple process, and you end up with quite a sturdy little book in the end, which is quite surprising because it sort of looks like a flimsy way of binding a book. And don't get me wrong, it is a loose way of binding a book. You know, your book does move around quite a bit when it's bound like this, but it is still very sturdy. It's not going anywhere. The pages, you know, fold out nicely, and yeah, if you leave more gap, your book gets floppier. If you tighten up your gaps and don't leave so many, you know, such a length of gap between each page, then your book gets a bit more sturdy. So it's entirely up to you to decide what feel you want for your book and, you know, put it together appropriately for that feel. Okay, as I say, 2 tabs for the first page. Then I'm going to flip it over onto its front, and I will line up the next page next to it. Now I'm going to put 1 tab on the second page. This is the back of the second page, oh sorry, the front of the second page. This is how it's going to be sitting in the book. So I need 1 tab there, and then I'll flip it over so it's in its right position, and I will use the 2 tabs from the first page to glue it to the first page. And we're going to pick up the third page, place it in its position next to the second page, and put 2 tabs on this one. Once we've got the 2 tabs on it, we will flip it over and use that 1 tab from the second page to secure it. And we're going to go through the whole book like this until it's done. Now you'll notice I haven't bothered with the covers yet. The beauty of this tab binding is if you want to add a page on the front or the back, all you have to do basically is sort of slide your tab through where it belongs and stick it to the page before or after. Now, when I put the covers on, I tend to put 3 tabs. I'll put the tab in the middle if that's where we end up, and then I will put a tab from the front of the front cover all the way around the book to the back of the back cover. So there's a tab that runs the entire spine of the book, so that secures it quite nicely and keeps everything bound together beautifully. So anyway, we'll continue on with this. I will leave this all in so that you can watch over and over again, and hopefully if my explanation is too confusing, at least watching will help. What I mean by gap, when I say gap, by the way, is when you fold your tab from the page in front over to the back of the page behind it. At the spine area there, you can leave just a little gap. You don't want to pull your fabric super tight, else your book won't open and close properly. So you just have to sort of leave it a tiny bit loose at the back there so that there's enough give in it for your book to open without it sort of jutting up against the back of the page in front of it. So as you can see here, you know, I sort of pull it, but I don't pull it tight. There's just that little bit of looseness at the back, and that's what allows your pages to flip in and out without sort of jamming up against the spine of the one next to it. So yeah, it's just one of those things that you sort of get a feel for as you go along. If you do it wrong a couple of times, you know. And you learn not to do it that way. So yeah, it's just something to watch out for. Just don't put your pages too close together, I guess. Okay, this is the last page, but I am putting a tab on it anyway. Normally you would not put a tab on this page because, well, it's the last one. You don't need to attach it to anything. I am putting a tab on it because I am going to attach it to a back cover, and well, I'm going to need a tab in any case, so I'm just going to put that there for now and just leave it loose. So once I get the covers organised, I will attach it to that one. So there we have our little book. It's nice and sturdy, stuck together. Like I say, a little bit floppy, but not going to go anywhere. So now it's just a case of getting those front and back covers organised and getting them stuck on as well. Okay, now I'm just going to attach this front and back cover. We'll attach the back one here first, just by using that tab we had on the back page of the last page of the book. With the front cover, we will attach a little tab here, and then we will tuck it in so that it will attach to the back of the first page. Once we've done that, I'll cut 2 tabs that are slightly longer and run them all the way from the front cover to the back cover, securing those 2 covers together. So that will make a nice sturdy little cover for our book, and it will be ready to finish decorating. Okay, I want to put something simple on the front here. My visitor is coming to Australia for the first time, and yeah, she doesn't speak a lot of English, so I want it to be very obvious what it says on the front of this book for her and what it's all about. So I'm just going to put Australia and 2024 on the front. So yeah, it's just a little keepsake for her, and I'm going to fill it full of Polaroids of her trip. So anyway, I am going to go and get some letter stamps and stamp out the word Australia. And if it's a bit messy, I don't mind. Unfortunately, this ink does take a long time to dry, so I'm not going to be able to stick it on straight away, but you'll get the idea of what I'm doing once I've sort of stamped it out. So anyway, it takes me a while to find these stamps. And of course she's coming in December, so I decided to do 12/20/24. So that's a lot of twos. Of course, inking this before you stuck it all together would be much more efficient than trying to ink it afterwards. But yeah, that's me. Didn't think of that till this moment, so I am now just going to ink everything up, and then yeah, that's where we're going to leave this little project. I'm not going to stick the Australia 12/24 on the front until it's dried, so the photographs that I put at the end, it will be stuck on then, but I will just pop it on the front once I'm done inking, and that's what it's going to look like. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to fill it up full of fun Polaroids for her to take home and show all her friends. Maybe she'll come back again. Alright guys, thanks for sticking with me today. I really appreciate your company, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.